from Hardin High School, Coug Sportsnet proudly presents to you the opener of District 12 3A Division I play as your Lamarque Cougars take on the Hornets of Hardin High School. Brandon Williams alongside Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr. Guys, we got through a very challenging non-district schedule. 3 losses to begin with, a little doom and gloom and concern, but 2 straight wins, including an impressive win last week over Houston-Madison, is the momentum this team needed to get into district play.
You are absolutely correct. It was the momentum they needed. That was a big Class 5A school last week. Lamarque played them heads up. Defense about as stout as you can imagine last week. Defensive line, defensive backs, all played in sync, had a couple of nice turnovers. It was a good game.
And I mentioned it at the end of the game. In that second half, Lamarque's offensive line, that front 4, very good size. It looks like they finally says, we know how to do this. If they play that way at the outset of this ball game, I told Brandon before the broadcast, if that offensive line controls the line of scrimmage like they did in the second half last week, this game might be over with early.
It could well be. Hardin's coming into this game with a 4-1 record. They lost their second game of the season and now have rattled off a couple of straight wins. They're looking to improve on a season from last year that had them make the playoffs, but they just didn't, again, nothing quite clicked for them. So they're now looking to step up and improve on that as well as they're coming in here against Lamarque.
And also a huge emotional moment as you look at Marlon Ford. Certainly our thoughts and prayers go out to our big guy, Marlon Ford. His mother passed away earlier in the week. He's playing with a heavy heart tonight. We're also playing with a heavy heart with him as well. Marlon, just want to let you know, Cougars pick each other up when we're down. And just know that you've got 3 people in the stands that are going to pick you up through this, son. You are well loved here. So after the coin toss and the national anthem, the drive for the playoffs officially begin as the Cougars take on the Hornets. Coug Sportsnet will be right back.
Hardin High School.
After the national anthem, we are moments away from the coin toss. We'll look at the captains for the Cougars. Number 7, Miles Lanius. Number 11, Jayton Bishop. Number 50, Pedro Rubio. And number 99, Marlon Ford. For Hardin Lewis.
Hardin, let me put my eyes
Number
on here just
12.
real quick.
Got number 12.
Got number 12. That's going to be Brian Slocum.
13.
13 is not on the roster.
Number 44.
Number 44 is Quentin Campbell.
And 79.
79 is Austin Yoakum. And let me get number 11 and number 12 because I gave you the wrong team. That was Chris Parrish and Ryan Guidry.
Okay.
As mentioned, Hardin comes into the game 4-1 record on the season. They are head coached by Larry Haynes, a young team that is looking to try to build some momentum off that strong non-district start for them. As mentioned, the Cougars, you look at the non-district schedule you played some hitters.
Boy, did they ever.
Did.
Yeah, a state-ranked team in North Forest, a pretty good team in Madison, a pretty strong team in Columbia. Hart and Jefferson's pretty tough out there. Of course, you got Galveston Ball. So there's nothing to be ashamed of with that 2-3
They didn't play any powder puffs. That's for
No,
sure.
they didn't do themselves any favors for an easy schedule.
And this is what Mike Jackson wanted. It's what he has talked about, all throughout, the non-district schedules that, you play the tough ones in order to be ready for this one.
Right.
We do have an addition to the roster this week. First time this season, we are going to see Kordell Stewart, the team's leading receiver from last season. He will see some action tonight.
Good.
So
number 10.
Not sure we'll see him in the starting lineup, but when you look at the fact of how well Stewart and Miles Lanius formed last year, and you look at how well Lanius and Joey White have formed, particularly in the last 3 games, you've got 2 outside threats that he's going to be able to get the ball downfield to. And I think one of the things that could really help is the fact that if you can get those guys established outside, the middle of the field is eventually going to get loose. And that means that those slot receivers and possibly also the running game is also going to benefit from that as well.
And it all starts on that offensive line, too.
Indeed, it does.
Okay, Lamarque has won the coin toss and has elected to receive.
So we will see that offense. We'll see that offensive line. Number 50, Pedro Rubio anchoring the middle, and your guards are going to be number 58, Herschel Wafer, and Malik Holmes, number 55. Darius Saldown is going to be at 1 tackle at number 53. James Lofton is at number 78, and he is going to be your left tackle.
James Lofton. Wow.
Yeah.
Was that San Diego Chargers?
Oh, Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay,
Buffalo
right.
Bills.
Yep.
Part of those great Bills teams in the early 90s. The old
With the
K-Gun
Kellys.
Bills,
With Jim Kelly and company.
So this will be the first of quote-unquote 2 road trips we have. You can barely count Hitchcock in the regular season finale as a road trip.
Yeah, that's true. That's just a
it's a road game,
it's a
but
step
not a
on
road
the other
trip.
side of the yellow line.
Exactly. You just cross a couple of railroad tracks and you're on your way.
Yeah, and talking about this road trip, went north through Baytown, went up 146, went through Dayton, come on up here, take a little jig-jag off of 834, I think is what it was, and here we are tonight.
Yep.
Nice little complex.
Yes.
We're up on the top row of the visiting stands tonight.
Nice little crowd for Lamarque.
Yes,
see some
it is.
flowing in. As you can see, the Hornets. Of course, it's October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of pink on the field with the fans and also cheerleaders as well.
Yeah, the only thing we don't have is football weather.
No, we don't.
I know, and I'm wiping off my brow on it.
Yeah, it's like I told Mike Jackson before the game. It's like it feels more like we're in a controlled scrimmage.
Yeah, in August.
Exactly. Number 20, Mark Shavara is going to kick, and he is not going to take any chances as it'll go down at the 39-yard line. That was number 51 for the Cougars, and that is Keegan Long recovering the
That
kick.
ball dribbled back to about the 34 when he finally made a stop on it.
I've been talking about that offensive line, Brandon.
Yeah.
Take over and let's name some names.
All right, we touched on the offensive line earlier. James Lofton, number 78 at left tackle. Malik Holmes, number 55 at the left guard. Pedro Rubio up the middle at number 50 with Herschel Wafer at number 58 at right guard. And Darius Saldana, number 53 at right tackle. We will get the skill position guys in a moment as Miles Lanius goes in. 3 wide receiver set. You've got Stewart and White lined up wide. Some movement and a fumble as Devin Smith to get it. This play will probably be watched because there are multiple Cougars that jump. Take a look at that offense. It will be Miles Lanius at quarterback.
Offsides.
It could be defense. Yep. Again, and we're seeing Miles Lanius pulling the hard
7
count.
of those last week.
Amazing. Go ahead with your skill players there, Brian.
Skill guys mentioned Norvan Saldana, number 9. Also, number 22, Devin Smith, who is going to see some action in there, along with number 24, Perry Preston, who ran for 176 yards and a touchdown last week.
On 22 carries, you said?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's a good night's work.
Smith lined up in a slot with Stewart to the near side, White to the far. 1st and 5, they'll go with Smith in motion. They'll run a counter to Preston. Preston spinning, breaks a couple of tackles, turns the corner, needs a block, got a block. Midfield, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. Pushed out of bounds and around the 22-yard line.
Woo!
So a gain of 39 on that play.
Talk about playing Houdini, Brandon. Lewis. That was
that first spin. That was amazing. He was able to step out of that. Now they're going to wind up bringing that ball back to about the 31-yard line, between the 30 and 31. They're saying that's where he stepped out.
Boy, that was all pure individual athletic effort, but then he did have some key blocks that was able to break him free, Brandon.
Spotting it at the 29, so officially a gain of 32 yards for Preston. 1st and 10. Cougs again in their 3 wide set. Smith in the slot. Lanius gets the snap low. It'll be to Preston again. Preston finds a hole. Past the 25 is going to be stopped at around the 24-yard line. So he will get about 5 on that play. So right off the bat, the Cougar offensive line imposing their will. They actually, for the first time this season, and it looks like they've got a size advantage.
Yeah.
When you look up front, considering what they have seen over the course of non-district play, there's an offsides play, and they will refuse that. They will take that and get the second encroachment of the night. So that's a second time you've got a 1st and 5. Always good when the defense does your work. Again, Preston and Saldana in the backfield with Lanius. 3-man front, low snap, back to throw, looks up top, has Kordell Stewart, welcome back!
Just like that.
First throw of the night.
Beautiful throw.
And a returning Kordell Stewart, juggled a bit, but he got it in the end zone. 24-yard touchdown, just 52 seconds into the contest.
3 plays, 2 runs, 1 pass.
And as we got Miles Lannis' mom cheering right in front of the camera, I can't blame her, though.
Oh,
like
no.
I said, guys, we're right up at the top of the stands here, so we're not going to have as much clear view as what we're used to at Etheridge Stadium.
But it's always a joy to be when you're out in the crowd.
It's so much fun.
Pedro Rubio set to attempt the extra point. High snap. White gets it. The kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So 11 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Cougs strike early. Kordell Stewart, 24-yard catch from Miles Lonius. It's Lamarck 7. Hardin nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So the Cougars 3 plays, 66 yards. The final 24 coming up the arm of Miles Lonius. Kordell Stewart, his first game back, his first target, first catch, first touchdown. Get it all out of one shot, young man. Rubio set to kick off as he will hammer this one deep. Fielded around the 7, bobbled around the 5, and a host of Cougars swarming in.
That's 15-yard line. 16,
yep.
Yeah.
Not much of a return there as number 21. Don't have a number on him. Don't have a name on him, but nonetheless, he's in a deep hole, and he has put the Hardin offense in a deep hole, already down 7-0, 1 minute into it.
Well, with the speed of Lamarck, you bobble that ball, that split second makes a big difference.
It does.
All the
5
difference
yards.
in the world, yep.
It does. You go from one Cougar to about 6 or 7 in a heartbeat.
Defensive line and defensive players
We'll
here whenever
take a look
we get
at
a
defensive
chance.
line in a moment. 1st and 10 for the Hornets at their own 20-yard line. Number 10, Ryan Snell at quarterback. Shotgun, Snell back, steps up. Look, has time. Runs out of time.
Now.
Pressure, lobs it up, incomplete. Looking for number 22. That is going to be Adrian Chavarra. Take a look at that Lamarck offensive line. Number 99, Marlon Ford in the middle with Jerry Evans, number 17 at one end, Gene the fourth, number 72 at the other end. Joel Sumlin, number 14, also in the middle of that offensive line. Your linebackers, Jayden Murray, number 44, Jayden Bishop, number 11. The secondary has Shandon Simon Pete. Actually, he is out tonight. We'll go ahead and find this replacement for him in a minute. Jalen Walker, number 6 at one safety. Trey Davia Saldana, number 2 at the other safety. Kavius Simeon, number 5. Cam Henderson, number 8, your corners. So on 2nd and 10, Snell throws, going up top, looking in the direction of number 22, Mark Chavarra, and again, incomplete. That ball was in the direction of no one.
Boy, they had him covered front and back on that. That would have been very difficult to drop it in between that coverage.
Looks like we've got Eddie Elam in there in place of Simon Pete.
So 3rd down and 10 for the Hornets. Ball spotted at their own 21-yard line, already down 7-0, 10:48 to go first quarter. 4-man front for the Cougars. As Snell drops back, has pressure, rolling out,
that's Walker.
looking to try to run for his life, and he won't make it. That was number 11, Jayden Bishop. They're on the pursuit.
Yep. And that was a coverage sack, guys,
yes.
or coverage tackle, I should say.
That is a textbook play of a coverage sack, as that ball is going to be taken back to the 9. He ended up losing 12 yards on that play.
Yeah, pick your poison, get dropped for a loss or throw an interception.
So 4th down and 22 coming up. Back deep for the Cougars, and they'll have good field position. Number 4, Perry Preston. Number 3, Joey White. They're both lined up and around the 41-yard line of Hardin. Punting for Hardin, number 13, Dylan Smart.
I got a feeling tonight, guys.
Yeah, with those two guys back, it really is a pick-your-poison kind of scenario.
It is.
True. But I've got a feeling tonight.
They may have to end up using a timeout as they had just 10 men on the field.
They got
Still
5
6 to go. Might be able to get that one off.
Man,
actually,
barely.
they had 9. As that ball wobbles high into the lights, and it's going to take a bit of a bounce for Hardin.
Ooh, they got lucky on that.
It is going to die at the 48-yard line up Lamarck. So a 43-yard punt. They got a big bounce on that one, Mike.
Yeah, that was a punter's roll, that's for sure. I got a feeling on special teams tonight, guys.
Somebody, you think, huh?
I got a feeling.
I like it when you have feelings.
Yeah, indeed.
Something just came across my mind, and when it does that, sometimes
you play with your hunches, my friend. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 48-yard line. They'll move Smith into the slot to the far side. Stewart to the near, White to the far.
Got both
with Preston
Perry and Saldana
in the backfield. Lions awaits the snap. It'll be a handoff to Preston. Preston turns the corner. Preston's got room. Cuts back inside the 40. Late flag down and around the 39-yard line.
Could be a face mask.
And if that's the case, it's going to tack on an extra 15 for Lamarque.
Did you see the hole, guys?
A huge hole. They are saying down at the 42-yard line.
Oh, no, they're going backwards?
Oh, they're going to call a hold.
They didn't
see what I saw.
Yeah, it'll be a spot foul. So
that's going to be a second and
11. Actually, a first and 11.
Okay, first and 11. Sorry, yeah. Well, that wiped out a beautiful game.
We'll get credit for a 10, but the penalty is going to take them back. Actually 9, but it'll take them back 1. So first and 11 at the 47-yard line. Free play up. Lonnie's back, throws it up.
Oh, there was contact.
Yes, contact was made.
Oh, and he made the catch.
Makes the catch.
But who was that?
All for naught.
Who's that, White?
Yes.
Number 3?
Number 3.
Yep.
Offsides, third time.
So, yeah, they blew the play dead, or else they would have taken the result of the play.
Yeah, that's an encroachment play, and it will make for a first and 6 for Lamarque. It is at the pace that Hardin is going with the encroachments. They're going to get them every other play.
So far, you're right.
So far, it's 3 encroachments already.
7 last week.
Yes.
His cadence must be very appealing.
He is luring
He's
them
shown
in.
that all year long.
Counterplay to Saldana, and Saldana banks his way forward. Takes another couple of defenders with him down to around the 38-yard line. So the power of Norvon Saldana in effect as he plows his way for a first down. Gain of 10 on that play.
Up-tempo offense. I love it.
It is going to be bad news for Hardin if you've got both of them going at the same pace. And a stoppage of play.
That's on the officials.
Timeout. 9 minutes, 2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cougs already up 7-0. Driving, looking to add a second score. As looks
We're going to stay here.
Yeah, we will. It looks like we will go ahead and get the clock resumed on the command of the referee. Let's do it. 9:01 and counting. First and 10 at the 38-yard line of Hardin. Again, Cougs with their 3 wide set. Preston. Saldana in the backfield with Lanius. Lanius awaiting the snap. Counterplay to Preston, to Saldana. Saldana's going to bull his way past the 35 to around the 33-yard line. Gain of 5 as a host of Hornets had to bring him down.
And the final 3 with pure leg strength, guys.
That's it. And that and the fall forward, he's a big boy. He gets a yard or 2 just by doing that.
6 foot, 200 pounds. So he plows his way for 5. Second down and 5 at the 33-yard line. Smith again in the slot. Lanius awaiting the snap. Free play there. Drops back. Looking. Put a little too much on that one as he was intended for Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart, I don't think realized whether he could or should or couldn't go on that one. They threw the flag, but they didn't blow it dead.
And looks like it will be another encroachment. It is. That's it.
3?
Yep, that's 4.
4, yep, already, yep.
Or 3 that have taken 4. Well, yeah, I guess that is 4 total.
That is 4.
Officially. Man.
So first and 10.
And that's in the first quarter, guys.
Yeah. Yo, that's in the
first 4 minutes.
Yeah, 3:47 of the game. First and 10 at the 27-yard line. Saldana again to carry past the 25 to around the 24-yard line. So he will get about 3 on that play.
They're going to grind it, guys. They're going to wear that defense out by the fourth quarter.
Second down, 7 to go. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line. 7:52 to go, first quarter. Cougar offensive line is dominating here in the early moments of this contest. Hand up is to Preston. Preston looks for a block, gets it, cuts back past inside the 20 to around the 19-yard line. So he'll get about 4 on that play.
Caught from behind that time by David Elliott. An outside linebacker wrapped all the way around the outside and was able to catch.
Very manageable third down and 2 coming up.
Perry Preston's still favoring that. I'm not sure if it's ankle or what it is, guys, but already early on.
Yeah, he's been battling cramps all season long. Well, it's something to keep an eye on. It'll be a handoff to Saldana. Cuts it back, first down. Saldana spinning. Saldana carrying the swarm down to around the 8-yard line. A late flag comes down.
The swarm, I love it.
We'll see what the call is going to be. Indications might be a face mask. We'll wait and see what the official call is going to be. It's a first down if it holds up. A 1st and goal coming for the Cougars.
Well, that was pure strength, guys.
Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Face mask.
There we go.
Yep. It is against them, so half the distance to the goal line.
On top of that.
It works out to only be about a 4-yard penalty, but
it's all right.
You will take that. 1st and goal now at the 2-yard line. 6:56 to go here in the first. Play clock down to 12.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm looking on the other side over there.
Shotgun. Play clock down to 5. Gets the snap, hand up to Preston, trying to turn the corner. Does. Can he get a block? Cuts past one defender. Can't get past the others. As a host of Hornets were there to bring him down.
Might have actually lost a little bit of
that. He did.
We got
man down for Hardin. Will take the break with them. 6:25 to go first quarter. Cougs threatening, already up 7-0. Cougs Sports Net will be right back. So after the injury, and that was to number 22, Adrian Chavara, able to walk off the field under his own power. Always good to know. Nonetheless, it is a 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line, so they're going to say no gain on that play. So 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line, 6:25 to go first quarter. Cougs already up 7-0, looking to see if they can add on to the score. Lonnius gets snapped, hands off. Saldana is going to bang his way to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, that's about all he's going to get.
Defense is tightened up down there.
Hardin, the first 2 plays near the goal line, their defense is tightening up. More of an attacking style defense. So it makes it a 3rd down and goal at the 2-yard line. So 2 plays by the Cougars.
And now we've got a timeout.
I think they're trying to figure out where to spot the ball.
Not sure what they're doing.
Nope. No, there's a fumble.
Wow.
Whoa, did not see that.
I did not either.
Okay.
Interesting.
But a fumble that is recovered by Hardin. So it's better than a goal line stand. You stop them completely and you get the ball back, albeit at your own 2-yard line.
And we've got coaches over here on the sideline going, what was that?
Yeah.
I know they didn't watch an instant replay.
No, we saved that only from June for like February to June.
Yep.
This is Hardin, not Carlos Garza.
Yeah, that's true.
1st and 10 for the Hornets. They are officially spotting this ball at the 1-yard line.
How about a
Snell
two-pointer? How about a two-pointer?
And he will hand the ball off to number 4, and that is going to be Caleb Lee. And Lee will
get
gain
about
some yards.
2, maybe 3 yards.
Boy, he get a little jolly down there. And the referee had to say, okay, guys, y'all's pleasantries are over.
Being a little feisty, but when you're a team like Hardin, despite the 4-1 record, you know you're at home as a solid underdog against this Lamarque program. So 2nd down, they'll say 2nd and 7. Actually, no, it's an offsides call.
Oh.
So turnabout is fair play as it's an encroachment against Lamarque. So a 1st and 5 now at the 6-yard line. 5:25 to go first quarter. Number 12, Ryan Guidry, is the sole receiver lined up outside. There'll be a handoff to number 40,
and he
Clayton
lost
Hanks,
yards.
and Hanks got mauled by a host of Cougars on that play. Jaden Bishop in there, also number 21 for the Cougars. Jeremiah Taylor in on that stop.
But he hit that wall of 99 trying to go through there and bounced a little bit trying to get going. But you hit that wall, you don't go forward very far.
Exactly. Yeah, he ended up going backwards, ended up losing a yard. So 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Hornets. They're in the shadow of their own goal post. 4:35 and counting here in the first quarter. Handoff is going to be to number 40. And it's going to be Hanks, and Hanks isn't going to get much, probably to the line of scrimmage and little else.
He got back to just over the 4-yard line.
Is that about 3rd and 8?
Third down and third down and 8. You think about the way that Cougar defense played last week. They held Madison to 45 yards rushing 49 on the night, and helped them to 145 total.
In fact, I think Madison last week, it wasn't until almost the second quarter before they had a first down, wasn't it?
No, they shut them down and kept that high-powered offense in check. He's just going to throw this ball up in the air, and it's incomplete. Was intended for number 12.
And number 12, bless him, never saw the ball.
Yeah, he never knew where the ball was.
Guidry had no idea where that ball was, so a 3 and out after the fumble. And again, Hornets are going to be kicking and giving the Cougars excellent field position as White, number 3, Preston, number 4, lined up at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, I bet they don't let that ball bounce if they can help it this time.
Back deep for the Hornets, Dylan Smart, number 13. He's probably got about a couple of yards cushion in the back of the end zone.
That's about it.
We'll see if the Cougars will come after it. Good snap. He'll get it up, and he's high punt. That's going to take a bit of a Lamarck bounce. It dies down
34-yard line.
34-yard line. So at the end of the day, it's a 30-yard punt. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
I bet Saldana says, give me the ball again, Coach.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the best thing you do, to get your running back's confidence back up. You feed him the ball and tell him, son, you dropped the ball once, but I still have a ton of faith in you.
That's exactly right.
And they're going to officially say the 33.
So
we'll take it.
It will be officially a 29-yard punt. 3:39 to go first quarter. Still the same 3-wide set with Smith in the slot, and flags are down. Whistle, and it looks like it is going to be, might be a delay of game on Lamarck. And it is an illegal procedure against Lamarck, so Cougars now hurting themselves with penalties.
Yeah, they've actually gotten a little sloppy on the last 3 offensive plays.
What we talked about before the start of the game, Mike, is that you don't want to play to the level of your competition, especially in a district game on the road. You don't want to give a team like Hardin an opportunity to make them believe that, hey, we could actually do this. So
yeah, so far I really don't think they have that idea yet.
Handoff Saldana, good bounce back after that run, as he will get the penalty yards back.
Plus about 1.
Yep, to the 32-yard line. So Saldana picks up 6 on that carry. 2nd down and 9 at the 32-yard line for Lamarck with 3:18 to go in the first quarter. Lonnie, so and the handoff to Preston. Preston looking for a hole, is going to be pushed forward to around the 29-yard line. So he'll get about 3 on that carry. Only get 3rd down and 6 for the Cougars at the 24-yard line.
And again, going hurry up.
2:55 to go. Hornets show blitz. Lonnie is looking to redirect the play. Plenty of time on the play clock. 3-man front for the Hornets, but they do show blitz. There'll be a swing pass caught by White. White unable to catch it. In and out of his hands. Tried to go for the quick screen.
He kind of led him a little bit too much.
It was a bit too high. So 4th down, obviously 4th and down situation where you're definitely going for it. Just a bit out of Rubio's field goal range.
Yeah, it'd be about 45 yards.
4th and 4, 2:37 to go first quarter. Smith is in slot. Lanius drops back, steps up, looking up top, going long, incomplete. Good coverage on the play by number 28, Liam Bossolier. as he made a good he had good coverage, good coverage nonetheless by that young man, as the Cougars, great field position again, but they come up empty, guys.
Yep, in fact, that fumble kind of took their wind out of the sails. This offensive series here was kind of went backwards instead of what they did on the first drive.
Oh, they'll get it back.
Oh, they will, I agree.
Hardin with their best field position up tonight. They've got to be smiling year to year to know that they're starting a drive at the 29-yard line. 2:32 to go first quarter. Cougs up 7-0.
Hardin's still looking to get positive yardage on their
Still
offense
looking for their
and
first down.
Yep.
Snell drops back, steps up, has pressure, evades the rush, gets to the 30, got a block to the 40, and he will go out of bounds. We'll see where they spot him at the 39-yard line. Looks like it.
That's going to be enough for the first down.
Yep, right on cue. They get their first down in the game. Snell taking matters into his own hands. 10 yards. Actually, they'll give him 11 in the first down. Again, you have to like how the Cougars are covering their receivers to where Snell just really does not have anyone open.
Now just keep a spy around there for when he does that little sneak out and stop that too.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Snell drops back, has time, feels the rush, evades one man, tries to turn the corner, does. 45 goes out of bounds. See where they'll spot him at around the 47-yard line. So Snell's legs, pardon the pun, has definitely given some life to the Hornets.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, the coverage is good downfield. The pass rush is doing well. But once he breaks past that containment, you're right. He's picking up 6, 7, 8 yards.
So 2nd and 4 from the 46-yard line with 2:17 to go in the first quarter. 3 wide set. Snell back, steps up, looking up top, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Pass was intended for number 88, Tyrone Parker, junior receiver.
Just overthrew him by about a yard.
Snell's accuracy has not been quite there this evening. He's shown some arm, but he's not been able to connect with his receivers. He is still 0 for the evening thus far.
In fact, you're right. They've gone nothing but for the deep ball so far in their passing game.
And Elam was out there watching for it this time and it was good coverage.
So 3rd down and 4 from the 46. With 2:12 to go in the first quarter. Snell drops back, looks outside, ball is going to be caught. First down, first catch of the night. Tyler Parker is your receiver, and he will move the chains for the Hornets as they go in Lamarque territory for the first time tonight. Go ahead.
Jeremiah Taylor there to bring him down for the Cougars.
They'll spot the ball at the 46-yard line for a gain of 8 on that play. Moves the chains, their second first down on the drive. 1:49 to go first quarter. In the backfield with Snell, number 4, Caleb Lee, number 40, Clayton Hanks. Snell drops back, has pressure, evades one man, still scrambling, looking to try to make something happen. Still going, throws the ball, it's going to be caught.
I don't know whether he was in bounds or not.
Yeah,
they're going to say he was.
Okay. He broke 3 tackles.
Yep.
Ends up a gain of 3, and that's probably one of the more entertaining 3-yard catches you'll see.
I didn't like it.
Guys, I don't know if you'll remember a quarterback from the University of Kentucky back in the late 90s, early 2000s, a big guy named Jarrett Lorenzen, the hefty lefty. Snell kind of reminded me of that, just big, those big tree trunks of legs.
He does.
Just
That's
bouncing off of defenders. So second down and 8 actually. Actually, I'll give him 7. So 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line. Snell drops back, throws. Ball's going to be caught downfield, and the turf monster drags down Caleb Lee. Because that was about the only thing that kept Lee from completing that catch in the end zone.
Right in the middle of the field, guys. Crossing route worked to perfection that time as Lamarque's linebackers bit on that initial handoff.
Ball now spotted at the 25-yard line, so a gain of 18 on that play. Second straight catch for Lee as The Hornets inside Lamarque territory with 1:02 to go, first quarter. First time tonight we see the Hornets under center.
Yeah, they're breathing in the red zone.
Snell, hands off. Hanks cuts one past one defender, spins his way close to around the 20.
I haven't seen consecutive plays all year where Jalen Bishop has had his hands on a man and not being able to bring him down.
Yeah, that's true.
So Hanks spins his way towards 5 yards. So second down and 5 at the 20-yard line. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back in shotgun is Hanks. Parker goes in motion. So they'll stack the far side. Handoff is going to be to Hanks, and Hanks is going to get jackknifed.
Boy, did he ever.
Jerry Evans.
Yes, sir.
Penetrating, and he causes the tackle as he keeps him no gain on what will be the final play of the first quarter.
Well, you jump up and do a belly bump with Sumlin, though. You notice Evans didn't go anywhere on that one. He went backwards.
First quarter of play is in the books. It is Lamarque 7, Hardin nothing. Coug Sports Net. We'll be right back.
Back here at the beginning of the second quarter.
Snell with pressure, throws the ball down. Fielding's going to be caught. Did he get in the end zone?
Yeah, he did.
I thought he did.
It is. Touchdown. Cougs had their shot, but unable to get him as number 13 for the Hornets, Dylan Smart, with the catch and the score.
Snell is not going down on arm tackles,
No.
guys. That time it was Sumlin that had both hands on him.
Yep.
Just did not wrap it up. Yep.
And that is something that they're going to have to adjust to, because obviously with that size and with his mobility, he's not going to be an easy guy to bring down. Snell also handles the extra point. High snap, low snap, kick is up, and the kick is going to inch its way over.
Whoa.
It doesn't
just
matter.
Barely. It doesn't matter how.
It doesn't matter how, but it just does. New score with 11:53 to go here in the first half. It is Hardin tying it up with Lamarque, 7-7. Coug Sports Net. We'll be right back. So Hardin has seemingly had the momentum, guys, as you mentioned, Mike, since that fumble that kept the Cougars from making it a 14-0 game.
Yeah, the Cougars held them good and deep back there, but
they turned it back over on downs.
That's it.
71-yard drive, and that was really the arms and legs of Ryan Snell.
Yeah, for sure.
Snell with the 20-yard touchdown pass to Dylan Smart. Back deep for the Cougars will be Preston and Smith, but they are not going to take any chances as that ball is going to be squibbed.
That 21?
Number 51.
51?
You know, that was a smart play, guys.
It's wise. You don't take your chances with Preston and Smith. 51, that is going to be Keegan Long, and Keegan Long with his second quote-unquote return of the night. As the Cougars will have good field position.
44-yard line.
The 44-yard line.
All right, time to get rocking and rolling again,
there
Cougars.
You go.
Time to shake some of that rust off from those last couple of drives. Smith in the slot. On 1st and 10, only hand up to Preston. Preston trying to cut back, and that hard defensive line is really starting to zero in on Preston, guys.
He got wrapped up that time by number 56, and that's going to be Colton Kopetsky.
He ends up losing 2 on that play. So right now, Hardin starting to feel a little bit of that momentum and some confidence. Second down and 12 for the Cougars. Lanius gets the snap. He'll drop back, steps, throws. Ball's going to be caught by White. Past the 45, hit hard at around the 46-yard line.
Number 44 finally brought him down over there, and that's going to be Quentin Campbell. He made a nice cut move at the beginning to get the positive yardage out of that.
They'll end up getting 4 on that play. So 3rd down and 8 at the 46-yard line at Lamarque. 10:54 to go, first half. Potential free play. Lonnie steps up, throws, going up top, has a man incomplete, look for White. But that should move the Cougars closer to a first down.
Like I said, on that potential free play, you would think they'd have a crossing pattern set up.
Yeah.
Or a slant.
Crossing pattern, slant. Yeah, something, wrap around, draw.
That's a little bit more higher percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't mind picking up to 5 yards, but, boy, if you can pick up 10 or more, I'd take that any day.
Oh, indeed.
Because that's, number 5?
Yes.
Yeah, you can complete just 2 of those with a crossing pattern or a slant. Big difference in the ball game, maybe.
So 3rd down and 3 for the Cougars, and it'll be Preston spinning forward, should have enough for the 1st down.
Now the offensive line, that's what I'm talking about.
All the way down to the 44-yard line, so that's going to be a gain of 5.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougs at the 44-yard line. 9:56 to go first half. The Cougars and Hornets tied 7-7. Lania's handoff is going to be to Preston. Preston's going to break past one defender, spins forward, past the 40, should be down around the 39 is where they should spot him.
Good gain.
So a gain of 5 on that play.
Now they have used, I haven't seen them do a different set yet tonight.
No, it's the same, same formation thus far.
So when they finally do break something out, that's going to be a shock to the Hornets.
Handoff to Preston, and again, Hornets are starting to figure out this thing. As Preston maybe to the line of scrimmage, and that's where they will spot him. No gain.
They're definitely working that inside of that defense, guys.
Yeah, you're looking, maybe it's a setting up and a rope-a-dope to try to catch him outside or something, but right now you've got this Hornets team with a ton of confidence. Lania's back, steps up, throws downfield, looking, and it's going to be caught. And it stands up, it's a touchdown.
It will stand.
Joey White from 39 yards. Lania's his 2nd touchdown pass of the night, and the Cougars regained the lead with 8:44 to go in the first half.
What do I know about slant patterns?
Exactly. What do we all know? 8:44 to go, and the Cougars storm right back to regain the lead.
Was there a flag on that play offsides? Do you know?
No,
there was not.
No,
Hardin thought there was.
Yeah.
Hardin thought they jumped, and they did, but
Lanius took a chance, double coverage, got the ball right in the hands of White, and White sprinted in to complete the 39-yard touchdown pass. High snap, Rubio's kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be good.
No good. There we go.
8:44 to go first half. New score now as Lamarck regains the lead as they take a 14-7 lead over the Hornets of Hardin. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 8:44 to go. Give us the play summary on that one, Mr. Perrin.
We had 6 plays. Obviously, the big one was the pass from Lanius. 39 yards culminated that drive. Preston Perry did most of the legwork on the ground. All the legwork.
Kickoff. That's bobbled.
Picked
Still
up.
bobbled. And it'll be down at around, looks like the 25-yard line. Yeah, it's Tommy Battleson.
Yeah, he had to round that up just a little bit.
So 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Let's see if the Hornets can respond back after the Cougars go up top. Lonnie is his 2nd touchdown pass of the night.
Well, hopefully.
Go ahead.
I said, or hopefully maybe that turned the momentum, and the defense now will be able to stand up and hold them here.
And I'm going to segue into this statement that as much as Hardin is throwing the ball, I think we might have a pick.
I would like our chances on that one, too. Got 2 last week from the Tree-Deverius Saldana. Got 1, actually. He did return a fumble for a score. 1st and 10. And it is going to be all kinds of weirdness on that one. I don't know if the whistle was blown early or what.
No, I think he's just going to be knocked down short.
So he ends up losing 4.
That was DeMarcus Nelson.
Nelson coming in and getting some action. So a loss of 2 on that one from Snell. He's going to make it 2nd down. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Hornets. Lee goes in motion. Snell hands off to Hanks, and Hanks is not going to get much of anything.
Maybe the line of scrimmage.
And Marlon Ford applying himself in there.
Imagine that.
Exactly.
Why do teams keep trying to run by Marlon Ford? He's got the
night.
speed to catch a lot of them. We've seen that multiple times over the course of the year where he's gone far from his nose tackle position.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a linebacker. He's
really
like a linebacker.
So you guys on this
That's
night,
like a
y'all would
nightmare
not want to be near. I would not want to be a defender for Hardin. No gain on that one. Actually, you're going to see lost one. So 3rd down and 13 coming up. Snell throws. That ball's going to be caught. And that should be close to a first down. If not,
he's going to be short.
About a yard and a half short.
Now, do they gamble?
Pass is going to be about a half-yard short. Oh, let's see if we've got some gamblers.
34-yard line.
That looks like it.
Short.
That would be a big gamble.
I agree with you being down 7. Oh, I think they said, nah, we better punt it away.
It's the wise move.
Yeah,
Tempting.
Inside your own 35-yard line.
That's what I'm thinking. A lot of things could happen that'll turn the momentum of this game.
Exactly. So still want to keep your eyes out for a fake.
True.
As Tre'Davious Saldana.
They weren't set, were
no,
they?
they were not. You had way too many guys moving.
Now it's going to be 4th and about 6.
Yeah, so any thoughts of any trickeration, that probably got thrown out of the window. So
no, they're going to have
say a timeout.
I think Lamarque called a timeout.
Called the timeout. Okay, so they did. So we'll take it with them. 6 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first half. It is Lamarque 14, Hardin 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the timeout, Lamarque's first. It is going to be 4th down. It's about a half-yard short up the first down. White is back deep. Sold Cougar back at around his 34-yard line. Still wait the snap from Smart. Bit of a high snap. Smart will get it off. Nice punt. White's going to call fair catch at the 34-yard line. Cougars will get the ball back. 6 minutes, 27 seconds to go.
Right at the 30.
I'll call it the 30. So nice punt.
Good defensive stand, guys.
It was.
Sure, a lot of whistles going on.
Yeah, we got two. We got two flags right out here at midfield.
Okay.
I think a couple of guys got into a little bit of a pushing contest.
Yeah.
Well, until the 36-yard punt, Cougars will have the ball at their own 30-yard line. Wait and see once we get the laundry cleaned up. With 6:27 to go here in the first half. It's homecoming next week, guys. We will be back in the confines of Etheridge Stadium. Okay, it's okay. You can pick up the flag. Nice. That's sportsmanship.
Yep. What do we got now?
Yeah,
they're backing. It looks like they're backing up. Well,
let's see.
Well, I mean, they're going up toward the ball.
No, let's see. It looks like it's going to be, at the end of the day, we'll just have it at the 30-yard line.
I have a funny feeling it's going to be an offset.
Yeah. So Cougars with an opportunity to extend this 14-7 lead. Like I said, Mike, in the opportunity, I would love to see a slant in there because it's open.
Yeah,
I promise you that if you can get all
it is. Yeah, because you got a one over the top safety over here.
Yeah. Yeah, you get Devin.
Oh, now they're moving us back.
Okay, so you were right, Mike. Oh, personal foul. Oh.
Take it all the way back to the 15.
So all told, Hardin is going to get 51 yards
out of that punt. Yep. Well, that just make the drive a little bit longer. We'll take an 85-yard drive.
You will indeed. No complaints. 1 player 10 doesn't matter. 1st and 10, 15-yard line, 6:27 to go.
15-yard line of the Cougars.
So Cougars in a pistol set.
Yeah, first time we've seen a different formation.
It has been. So it's going to be a handoff to Preston, and Preston spinning. Preston loses the football, but somehow got it back.
Oh,
he landed on it when he was brought down.
Oh, I'd rather be lucky than good sometimes.
Amen, brother.
On that play for sure.
That is a sign that it is going to be your night.
28-yard run.
28-yard run.
So he's over 60 so far?
Yeah, he's over 60. He's hovering near 100 with 6:08 to go in the first
okay,
half.
so he's that close.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he had a 35. He had a 31-yard run early.
The opening drive, correct. So 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. 5:57 to go, first half. They'll get Smith in motion. They'll swing it to Smith, trying to turn the corner. Does. Midfield, 45. It's the first down and a little bit more. Spots the ball at the 45-yard line.
Boy, and that's the young man you want to use a sweep on for sure.
Gain of 11.
Fleet of foot.
Been waiting to see him get the opportunity with the football tonight, and he made the most of it.
Oh, he's got some speed to him.
Oh, he's got some burners, no doubt. And we've seen this during throughout the season. When he's got an opportunity, he makes the most of it. 1st and 10 inside Hardin territory yet again. Ball at the 45-yard line. Lonius hands it off to Preston. Preston's got room. Preston's going to cut it back. Preston's going to take a couple of defenders with him. Preston's going to outrun everybody else. That's all, folks. 45-yard touchdown. Perry Preston, Mike, he's got his 100 yards and a little bit more.
Yes, he does.
Make it 20-7 with 5:17 to go first half.
Sorry about the fans there in the way, folks, but
hey, big.
They're having fun.
That is the joy of being in the crowd.
That's true.
3 plays that time.
85 yards.
85 yards, and almost all of it. Yards of 28, or gains of 25 or 45 and 28.
So Perry Preston. Yeah, 176 last week. As well as way to either approach that, if not a little bit more, as Pedro Rubio is prepared to kick the extra point. White is your holder, and the kick is going to be up, and the kick is going to be good. Rubio 3 for 3 on the night. It is now Lamarque 21, Hardin 7, 5:17 to go in the first half of the district opener for the Cougars. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 5:17 to go. As you mentioned, Lewis, 3 plays, 85 yards to the final 45, coming on the legs of Perry Preston.
Well, 42 of the other ones came on the
Perry Preston, yes.
Perry Preston as well.
Rubio's going to thump this one. Fill it around the 8-yard line. It's to the 20, past the 25, maybe to around the 26. That was number 20, Mark Chavara, on the return. And the Hornets, it was Beausoleil on the return. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets.
Tackle that time, that was the Cougars doing the swarming, not the Hornets. As there were all but just a couple of white jerseys surrounding that man.
And I love seeing that gang tackling. I tell you, it just shows such good hustle.
And we've seen a lot of that in the last 2.5
couple
games.
weeks, that's right.
You know, since the second half of the game against Hardin Jefferson, this has been a completely different looking Lamarque defense.
It definitely is.
1st and 10. They will spot the ball at the 25-yard line. Actually, the 26. Snell goes under center.
At least looks like it right now.
Trips formation to the far side. It will be a handoff that's not going to gain much. Actually, not much of anything. No.
Mr. Ford says, oh, that's it. He comes up and says, no.
Saxon McDaniel really had no chance. Excuse me, number 8, Matthew Titwell. Matthew Titwell's probably wondering where the heck did that come from.
I mean, he came out of there like a pouncing cougar. I mean, he attacked.
Christian Middleton got back there first, held him up, and Marlon Ford just said, thank you.
You think you're going somewhere, think again.
So a loss of 1, make it 2nd down and 11 at the 25-yard line, 4:28 and counting in the first half. Snell drops back, steps, throws. Ball is going to be caught. The open field by Parker, and Parker is going to be stopped.
He's still driving.
Legs kept churning. Is Tyler Parker with the reception.
Wound up getting, 11 out of that.
Got the first down.
I think they're going to call him just short, aren't they?
No, I'm going to say 10, so but 3rd and inches with 4:17 to go. Stoppage of play. The play clock is stopped. Let's see what the reasoning is. Someone call a timeout. They did. Oh, no, actually, it'll be a measurement. We will bring the chain gang out. As we are also smiling, you'll see this game on Wednesday, but you also have to consider the fact that it's a Friday night. It's game 1 of the American League Championship Series when we are watching this, and the Astros just took a 1-0 lead.
There you go. Let's hope we have 2 teams we're rooting for tonight with the victory.
That's it.
Yep. So the Astros can go to the World Series for the 2nd time in the franchise's history. Just a bit short. So it will be 3rd and short, 3rd and about less than a half yard for the Hornets.
I think that's 3rd and like a chain link.
You got to like their chance, particularly with the size of the quarterback Snell. You got to like their chances. Maybe a dive play away from Marlon Ford. But, yeah, the percentages are strongly in your favor to pull this one off. So we'll see if the Cougars can deny them or somehow get some penetration in there and throw their rhythm off. 4:17 to go, first half. Lamarque up 21-7. 2 touchdown passes by Miles Lanius. 1 to Kordell Stewart, 1 to Joey White. 3rd straight game, White's got a touchdown catch, guys.
Yes, sir.
Tell you what.
That's a big improvement from last year.
Tell you what, he wears number 3, and I've touched on this a couple of times thus far this season. He looks a lot like an old number 4 that we knew and loved in the way back wins. 3rd down and short. And I don't think he got it. No.
I think
Cougars got
denied.
penetration.
I think they backed him up.
Yeah, he did. G was in there. Ford was also in there. Also diving in there was number 25, Christian Middleton. So it is 4th down.
And right quick, finish up your conversation.
Talking about
number
White.
4, White.
Jared
and a good,
Perry.
That's right. I knew it was Mr. Perry.
Yes, an all-time Cougar great, former University of Missouri receiver.
Used to perform magical acts with receptions that were just incredible on a high school football field.
Yeah, no doubt. There are times where, Jared was a man amongst boys. So it looks like they are going to punt rather than run the fake. Low snap as he got it off. Fair catch
punt,
by
fair
White.
Catch again.
At the 33-yard line.
Yep.
Boy, that was an interesting call, but then again,
flag is down. Flag is down. We'll see what the call is going to be.
I don't like it at the line of scrimmage like that. I think they weren't set again, though, guys.
It probably was the case. It did not look like they were because that snap came pretty quick.
It came very quick. See, and he's coming over here to talk to Jackson. That's normally a sign. Do you want? That's right. You want to take the punt there? You want to make him punt again?
I think, with the good field position, the way the offense is moving the ball right now, you'll take your chances at the 33-yard line.
With 3:18, you got plenty of time to work your magic.
3:18, full complement of timeouts. An opportunity to expand the lead to 28-7, if not a little bit more.
2, New York, 0.
Okay, you'll take 2-0.
All right.
As you can hear, Hornets fans and the Cougars fans can unite in the fact that it's a 2-0 lead.
Yes, we can.
Now,
correct me if I'm wrong. Rangers fans.
Correct me if I'm wrong right quick, but in 56 years of the Astros' existence, there was 4 players that had 200 hits at the end of the season. Is that correct?
Oh, no.
Well,
There was 4 players that finished up with 200 hits, I think. 3 of those were Altuve. The other was Craig Biggio.
Man,
Am I correct on
some greatness. I
Craig
think you're right. Biggio certainly.
Craig Biggio did it a couple of times.
Yep, and
Okay,
Altuve's done it, 3, 4 straight years?
3 times,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Looks like the Cougars got pushed back a bit, guys. Again, a personal foul penalty.
Come on now.
That's going to spot the ball at the 18-yard line. So a little bit of an issue with the chain with 3:18 to go. Yeah, that's a second 15-yarder. You don't want that. The defense, save for that 1 touchdown drive, has played exceptionally well. The offense has looked like it's gotten everything together after some dry patches after the opening touchdown. But you don't want those penalties because they do add up, and it does show some discipline issues. Want to get that cleaned up. 1st and 10, they'll spot it at the 18-yard line. And a flag down.
That's going to be motion, I think, on us.
Yep. It'll be an illegal procedure against the Cougars, so.
I think
Back-to-back penalties.
Those linemen were set too long on that play, I do believe.
So, yep.
Moves the ball back to the 13. 1st down, 15.
All right, we'll take 87-yard drive. We did the 85 previous.
Yeah, but I still don't like to see 20 yards and penalties before we run our first offensive play.
Exactly, yes, I agree.
So at the 13-yard line now, on 1st and 15. Wyatt's under center will hand off to Preston, and Preston is going to be caught up in the mob.
He'll make the might make the original line of scrimmage.
He would spot the ball at the 15-yard line.
Just a gain of 2.
3 minutes and counting in the first half. Perry gets the ball to the 15, so 2nd down and 13 at the 15-yard line. With the exception of maybe 1 or 2 plays, we have seen the Cougars 2 backs, 3 wides with Smith in the slot. Lanius hands it off to Preston. Preston's got some room, almost got out of there, guys.
Ankle tackled on that one, guys.
Yeah, that was number 54 for the Hornets. David Elliott. Elliott saved a heck of a lot more than what turned out to be a 7-yard gain.
Going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 6, almost 7.
2:10 to go first half. The Cougars right now do not appear to have any sense of urgency. They do have all 3 of their timeouts. So they'll just look to try to methodically gain these 6 yards in hopes of moving the chains. Lions will get it. There'll be a handoff again to Preston. Preston will spin, can't get it. As the Hornets there to sniff that one out. Chavera, number 20, is the man responsible for that tackle, and the Cougars will punt.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want to go for it here.
Yeah.
Not up by 2 scores, and you don't want to give them a cheap field position.
4th and 8, they'll officially say a loss of 2, so 4th down and 8.
They're going to let the clock burn down to about a minute.
And call one of their timeouts.
And surprisingly, that the Hornets have not used the timeout. You'd think that
they got 2.
With the punt that, you could end up with good field position and perhaps have about a minute plus. So a bit surprising that the Hornets did not use the timeout here. Cougars do with 1:03 to go in the first half. We'll take it with them. It is Lamarck 21, Hardin 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 1 minute, 3 seconds to go for in the first half as Pedro Rubio will be set to punt. Back deep for the Hornets is number 22, Adrian Chavara. Rubio will get the punt off, and he gets
line
a line drive. He gets a bounce for Chavara, who gets to the 40, 45, midfield, still spinning. He'll be down around the 44-yard line.
So good return.
Good, very good field position.
Number 17.
So 42-yard punt, and it turns out to be a 15-yard return at the end of the day. So Hardin has 53 seconds and a handful of timeouts to try to cut into Lamarck's 14-point lead.
All right, defense got to do it again.
Snell under center, I formation now.
Yeah, look at this.
Little different.
Well, now he'll go play action, steps up, throws downfield, looking, incomplete.
Yeah, he just winged it.
There were 3 Cougars down there and only 1 Hornet.
Yeah, Chavera was nowhere near that one.
Well, it stops the clock.
45 seconds coverage, amongst the Cougars by Saldana. Saldana with each passing game is becoming a lot more comfortable playing safety. Just a sophomore, you look at the first 5 games he's played, he's learned under fire, and he is getting better with each opportunity.
Yes, he is.
So they'll go back to shotgun now. 4 wide receiver set with 2nd and 10 at the 45, high snap. Snell back, has pressure, looking. Evades one man, still going, finally tackled.
You can't just bump this guy.
No, you can't, but you can't bump him, and that's something that number 55 for the Cougars, that's going to be Malik Holmes. He's going to catch on to that real quick.
Yeah, you're going to have to wrap him up. That's all there is to it.
Timeout by the Hornets after a gain of 1. We'll take the timeout with them with 22 seconds left in the first half. It is Lamarck 21, Hardin 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. After the timeout, will make it a 3rd down and 9 for the Hornets at the Lamarque 44-yard line. 22 seconds left first half. Snell in shotgun is going to drop back. Locks in, looks for his receiver, and that ball is incomplete. Tended for Parker.
Good defense.
Yeah, that was almost your interception.
Almost. Yeah. And he played it well.
Half second by Cavis Simeon. He's gone the other way. He jumped it, but did just enough to deflect the ball. Keep Parker from making a catch. So 4th down coming up. So with 18 seconds left, they figured, why the heck not?
That's it.
I was going to say, they're going to probably make this the last play, but who knows? We'll see.
Shotgun set. Snell drops back looking. He looks like he's just going to heat this thing up. He is.
It's a Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. Is it going to be answered? Yes! You got to be kidding me.
You got to be. Oh, my gosh.
Always bat the ball down.
Oh, my goodness.
He got in there behind all that whole crowd.
Well, like I said earlier, after Perry recovered his own fumble, I'd rather be lucky than good. I think that the Hornets just won up that one. Parker with the 44-yard touchdown.
Is that Aaron Rodgers out there?
I don't know, man.
Oh, my goodness.
So Snell throws a 2nd touchdown pass up the night. Will also attempt to kick his 2nd extra point of the night. Kick is up. Flags are down.
There's a flag on the play.
Let's see what that is going to be. A little bit surprising, but, you want to heck not. You're down 14. Just heave it up. Hope that someone catches it. But, you're right, Lewis. Always knock it down.
That's it. It's the one sure thing you cannot possibly catch is a ball that's on the ground.
And the way it looks, guys, it feels as if they had designed this play before, that, you grab that guy, you make sure that, you always have that one receiver trailing in the back just in case.
Yeah, and if you don't think you can catch it, pop it up.
Yeah.
What are we calling here, guys?
Illegal procedure against the Cougars, so half the distance to the goal. The Hornets not going to attempt the 2-pointer. So they'll just go ahead and move Snell just a wee bit closer to attempt the extra point. That would make it 21-14 with 9 seconds to go.
They're pulling them over to the side. They're going to think about it.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout.
We'll go ahead and do it. Take the timeout. Let them. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So the Hornets are choosing to go for 2. Trips to the far side with Snell. Snell's going to drop back. Has pressure. Is going to throw the ball.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Slant right up the middle. The play that we've been hoping that Cougars would run eventually. Hardin just ran to perfection.
Parker from Snell.
9 seconds left to go in the first
with
half.
The conversion.
Hardin Hornets 15.
So 9 seconds to go first half. It is Lamarque 21. Hardin 15. Coug Sports Net will be right back.
20,
Set 2 kick will be Chavara. Well, don't expect that they will try to kick the ball downfield to the Cougars. So expect the squib of sorts with 9 seconds left. The Cougars will have time enough for one play, but you figure they'll probably just go ahead and take a knee and be content with the 6-point lead. They will squib it. Takes a high bounce that's going to be fielded by Preston. Preston trying to turn the corner. Can't get the block. Still going, and is still going. Wait a minute. Flags flying all over the place. Still going. And if there's an official still there now.
There goes the hat.
Finally. Yeah, when you run out of flags, you start throwing hats, and you pray to God that you don't have to go to option 3.
I was going to say. Well, it made it exciting.
Yep, the PA announcer just put it mildly. There are a bunch of flags. We'll sort those out as those guys go into halftime. There's not going to be a free play of any sort on that one. It is going to be Lamarque 21, Hardin 15. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Enjoy the halftime. Started the second half here at Hardin as the Lamarque Cougars are about to hit the field, leading by a count of 21-15 against the hometown Hornets of Hardin High School. Brandon Williams alongside Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr. We are in the stands for this one tonight. Guys, the Lamarque defense has been solid with the exception of those that Hail Mary. They've held Hardin to 5 yards on 7 carries this evening, but it's the ability of the quarterback, number 10, Ryan Snell, to make things happen, and as a result, he's thrown 2 touchdown passes.
And he has been incredibly escapable. He's been a Houdini back there in the backfield, as there's been a couple of times where Jalen Bishop has had his arms around him, where Walker has had hands on him, and he's just been able to escape consistently. 1 sack is all Houston is accounted for. Lamarque.
Thinking about the Astros, aren't we?
J.J. Watt.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, that Houston. Well, you know, I'm pretty pleased with the here we're talking with the Cougars' performance, guys. I mean, they kind of after that fumble, they kind of lost a little bit of momentum. They got it back there near the end of the half, put up 21 points in the first half. I mean, that's a good half. But they're not playing to the potential that I feel that they should be against a team that they are, I would think across the board, a superior team versus Hardin.
Well, Brandon's made mention of it a couple of times. They're playing down to the level of their opponent right now, and that's something that unfortunately can be really contagious. It can become a habit, and it's a habit that the coach has really got to shake out of these kids quickly, because we're not going to be facing stronger teams as we go through the district. They're not going to be nearly as strong as what we had in our pre-district games. So we've got to get used to playing teams regardless of who they are at 100%.
And cut down on all these doggone 15-yard penalties, too. That hurt them in the first half.
2 of them, yep.
Cougars outgained them by 251 to 116, but it's still a 1-score game. Rubio is set to kick off as 28. Busole fills the ball around the 12-yard line, gets to the 20, 25, has a bit of a seam down the sidelines, and he is going to be stopped at around the 41-yard line. So good field position for the Hornets. Spot at the 42-yard line. So good field position for Hardin to start the second half of this contest.
Yeah, the key on that return there was he had a solid line of blockers in front of him that were doing a very good job. They were pushing the Cougars backwards as they were going downfield.
That's exactly right.
So they'll place it in the middle, 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets to open the second half of play. Ryan Snell, 7 of 12, 115 yards and 2 touchdown passes. He's got 5 carries for 3 yards, and it's going to be a dive play to Hanks, and Hanks isn't going to get much of anything.
Escaped the first grasp, but wasn't able to get through the second one. That time it was Bishop?
Bishop there on the stop.
Gain of a yard, second down 9.
Gain a yard, so make it 8 carries, 6 yards for the Hornets, as they have had no luck running the ball against the Cougars here in the first half, and on that first carry of the second half.
And Hardin has had good success with slant patterns.
See if they'll go that direction. Looks like they will go underneath. Ball's going to be caught by Lee. Lee's got a first down and a little bit more. They're going to spot him down at the 43-yard line.
Jeremiah Taylor really wasn't that far away from him. That was just a really well-designed play.
Yep.
Nice catch over the shoulder and able to break to the outside.
Gained up 15 yards on that play. It'll make it a 1st and 10 for Hardin at the 43-yard line at Lamarque. Hardin looking to drive. Tyre either take the lead on this drive. They go out formation, 3 wide receivers, a tight set. Handoff's going to be to Lee, and Lee got swallowed up.
You can guess who was in the middle.
Marlon Ford devoured him. That's really the only way you can describe that play, because
you saw the surge, and all of a sudden it stopped abruptly.
It stopped suddenly. See what they'll spot him. He'll get 2 on that play.
Had some help out there by Sumlin as well, but between the 2 of those guys, he didn't go nowhere.
I just enjoy watching that young man play.
2nd down and 8 coming up at the 41-yard line, 10:23 to go, third quarter. Hanks and Lee in the backfield with Snell as they readjust each other. As they are back to throw. Snell pump fake, looks, goes up top, has all kinds of hands.
Yep.
It's not homecoming, but it looked like number 22 for the Hornets That's going to be Adrian Chavera. It felt like he had a homecoming date right there with the way he was being grabbed and held.
I was wondering how you're going to walk through that one.
15-yard penalty. It's going to get them a first down.
15 or 10?
Let's see where they will spot it at. If it's 15, it will be at the 26-yard line.
Let's see what they're going to call it. If they call it a holding before the
hold,
penalty, it's a 5-yard automatic first.
Yeah, and it looks like that is what they're deciding. It's probably going to be the case.
I thought it was a hold, yeah.
Nope, they're going to say pass interference.
That's a spot foul then.
So he's going to get the full meal deal, and that is going to move that ball to the 26-yard line. Third 15-yard penalty of the night for the Cougars. Fourth penalty of the night for 50 yards. So that PI gives them a 1st and 10 at the Lamarque 26-yard line. 10:06 to go, third quarter. Snell in shotgun, a play action fake. Rolls out, has room to the 20, inside the 20, went airborne at around the 13-yard line, as the Cougars have not been able to keep him loose. You know, they've got their best running play of the night right there.
Well, you know, they scored on his legs in that first drive of theirs.
Guys, you know who made that tackle?
Marlon Ford.
Marlon Ford. 15 yards downfield and all the way on the far side.
Gain of 13 by Snell. And right now the Hornets,
they're threatening.
They are threatening inside the red zone. 1st and 10. Snell back, steps up, looking in the end zone.
Yep, no, there was nobody there that time. We had a couple of Lamarque Cougars that were closer to that football than there was a Hornet.
Intended for Ryan Guidry. So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 at the 13-yard line. Cougs need a stop. That goes without saying.
Yeah, they need an that interception that Mike's been asking for.
There you go.
Now would be a good time.
A pick 6 would be even better.
Oh, yeah.
No argument here.
But right now, Cougars are going to have to make a stop, as the Hornets, they left the locker, left the half with a ton of momentum, and it looks like it's carried over. Snell back, has pressure, looking, is just going to throw the ball away. Incomplete. Good pressure by the Cougars.
Snell looking for a penalty over there, but he got hit cleanly inbounds. It may have been a tad bit late, but not so much that.
Yeah, not so much you throw the 15.
That's it.
Jeremiah Taylor there on the rush. One of the few times tonight that the Cougars have been able to get in the backfield and keep Snell from either running or finding an open receiver. So a big 3rd down play coming up here.
The defensive line doing a fine job on the run, just not being able to apply a whole lot of pressure to Snell.
Probably need to start considering we're trying to find a spy. Snell back, throws. That ball is going to be caught. Lee is going to walk into the end zone, touchdown.
13-yard pass.
From 13 yards out, Caleb Lee with the touchdown, and the Hornets are a point away from taking the lead for the first time tonight. Was just able to swing him out there, and they have been successful with that throughout the evening. That was the 2nd time they worked that on the drive.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the Hornets have said we're going to do kind of like the Bug, and we're going to go through the air on this.
So Snell looking to attempt his 3rd extra point of the night. High snap, kick is up, and the kick is missed. Oh, that is huge.
Yeah, it is.
Point after a miss.
Are they going to have a penalty? Lamarque, I know,
someone
did jump.
We'll see as to whether or not it is. So they gave them a new life.
Now they might go for 2 again.
So we'll see. No, it looks like they will keep Snell in.
Yeah, but
again, remember,
Snell
he's the quarterback.
No,
it does not.
All he's got to do is throw that tee off to the side, and this is a 2-point play.
Exactly. So Ryan Snell with his 3rd touchdown of the evening. With 9:15 to go, kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So the offsides turns out to be a blessing for the Hornets as they will take a 22-21 lead over the Cougars. 9:15 to go third quarter. Cougar Sports Net will be right back. So the Hornets march downfield. 59-yard drive capped off by the 13-yard touchdown pass. Ryan Snell to Caleb Lee. Has set the kick off is going to be Shavara, and he's going to squib it. Takes a high bounce, but goes out of bounds.
Ooh, that's going to be a costly out of bounds kick.
That was risky.
Yeah, bring it out to the, what, 30 or 35?
Well, it went out of bounds on the 45.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think that's just an. Oh, they're going to take it there. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was an option for them.
So they will take it there. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
I like it.
At the 45-yard line after the penalty. Cougars down 1. And look, different personnel in as you've got Smith in the backfield with Norvon Saldana.
They're going to give him 5 yards on top of that.
Yep.
In that spot.
You'll have your 3 receivers set. You'll have Stewart, number 10, line to the far side. White to the near at number 3. You've got Kobe Gatson, number 15, lined up as the slide. And that penalty is going to check on a little bit more. So spot the ball at the 49-yard line.
Sure took the refs a long time to make that call there.
Yeah, it did.
So 1st and 10 at the Hardin 49-yard line. Cougars opening drive of the third quarter. Lonnius loses the football, just fall on top of it.
Fumble play recovered by the quarterback, number 7.
Bad exchange as that is going to take them back to the 47-yard line. So a loss of 4 on that play. So 2nd and 14 for the Cougars at their own 47-yard line.
Snap's been low on several occasions
They have
tonight
been.
already.
That is just the first time this evening that it finally caught up to them. 2nd and 14, 4-man front for the Hornets. They'll hand the ball up to Smith. The Smith's going to cut back one, and he got drilled.
He just got popped.
Oh, baby.
That's what you call the linebacker filling the gap.
Yep.
Because he was
Clayton
getting ready to
Hanks
go
out
off to the
there.
races.
Clayton Hanks just said, I don't know what race you were going to, but here's the finish line.
Man, that woke up the crowd even more. Clayton Hicks delivering the hammer on that one. They'll go with their 3 wide set. Saldana and Smith in the backfield. Lonnie is back, pump fakes, throws, looks up top, looking for Smith. White could not get it. Was double covered on that play. And the Cougars are going to have to go 3 and out despite the good field position.
Man, that's kind of a wasted opportunity there, guys.
It really was.
Huge opportunity to bounce back after giving up the touchdown.
It's really going to be imperative that Lamarque not only covers good on this punt, but then actually holds defensively.
Agree.
Get a switch of the field position here.
So Rubio at his second punt of the night. The first went for 42, and Rubio
straight up in the
is
air.
going to fall well short of 42 on that one. He gets a somewhat generous Lamarque bounce before that ball dies at the 41-yard line.
That's a 14-yard punt.
Well, okay, 14-yard punt. Man.
Now, the second part of what you just said a while ago, Lewis, defense got a hold here.
That's it.
One-point game, Cougars need a wake-up call from the defense as the offense sputtered on their opening drive in the second half. And right now, Snell and the Hornets offense feeling a lot of confidence on a 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. That ball is deflected.
That's all it was, yep. Is that 51?
Evans with the deflection,
yep.
Jerry Evans. So 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10, 7:51 to go, third quarter.
Need a couple sacks.
They need a play to wake this crowd up.
That's
It's been a while since this crowd has had a reason to be pumped up. as again, it just feels like after that Hail Mary, it just seems like the Cougars went in, deflated, flags are down.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution. It works well in Canada, but it doesn't work well in the States. 12 men on the field is a bad, bad thing, and it'll take them back 5 yards. So it'll be a 2nd down and 15 coming up. Or did they give him the timeout? Nope, legal sub. So 5-yard penalty. So it'll take them to the 36-yard line. 7 minutes, 51 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
We're going to have a timeout on the part of Hardin.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take it with them. 7:51 to go, 3rd quarter. Hardin 22, Lamarque 21. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the timeout, 2nd and 15 after the illegal substitution. Hornets with the ball at their own 36-yard line. Hanks in the backfield with Snell. 3 wide set with Lee in the slot. Snell back, looking, evades one man. It's going to be stopped. That's going to be G.
Yep.
With the tackle.
But it was Marlon Ford that was putting the pressure on the inside that got him to break away and actually try to get that ball forward.
So Lee ended up,
no gain.
No gain on the play. So 3rd down and 14 as Snell is stopped in his tracks. Big play here for the Lamarque defense. Need to get the ball back and give the offense an opportunity to feel some confidence. Snell back, looks, throws a slant ball. Is going to be caught.
But he's not going to get
well
anywhere
short of the
near
first
enough.
down.
Yep.
Catch is made by Parker, but the Cougars able to wrap him up at the 45-yard line. Gain of 9.
He was well covered. Lamarque saw that play coming and played it very well.
Yeah, I'm glad they played the player instead of the ball because he could have slipped out of there if they'd have went for the ball.
To the ball at the 45-yard line. White back deep for the punt from number 13, Dylan Smart.
Somebody left a little early, it looked like.
Smart will bomb this one. White loses the football, is able to recover it.
That would have been huge.
That would have been a disaster. As the Cougars get the ball back at their own 20-yard line with 6:24 to go in the 3rd.
All right, offensive line, come on now.
That's it. Let's get a little life going.
Come on.
So 1st down 10 for Lamarque. Needs something. And if you notice, Perry Preston not on the field, was not on the field in the opening drive, as it's Smith in the backfield with Saldana.
Yeah, Perry standing over here at about the 37-yard line, along with Franklin.
Lonnie has 3 wide receiver set. Make it 4 now as they move Smith to a slot. 16 on the play clock. Lonnius loses the football. It'll just fall on it. So the 2nd time in the 2nd half, the center exchange has been an adventure for the Cougars, and this one is going to take them back all the way to the 9-yard line. 11 yards lost on that play. 2nd and 21 at the 9-yard line with 5:56 to go, 3rd quarter. 4 receivers set for Lonnius. Lonnius drops back, rolls out, has pressure, evades one man, and is sacked inside the 5-yard line. And right now, the Hornets are swarming, and they're starting to sting.
Yeah, they're bringing out the stingers in a major league way this time.
Back to the 4-yard line, so that was a loss of 5 on that play. 3rd down and Highway 146 to go at this point. Really a 3rd down and 26 from the 4-yard line. Lonnius will just hand the ball up to Saldana, and Saldana will bull his way
up to the
10. 11, maybe the 11-yard line. So a disastrous drive for the Cougars that's going to put them deep, having to punt the ball deep in their own end.
Yeah, I talked about down here on this end wanting to change flip field position by getting a positive yardage on that punt. Started out with just a 14-yard punt by Rubio, and Lamarque getting not bad field position down here at their end, but just not able to do anything with it after a couple of miscues.
The offense hadn't showed up in the second half, guys.
2 3 and outs and negative yardage to show for Rubio to punt. Much better punt on this one. He's going to hang this one, see if we can get a bit of a bounce. It does. It's going to die down at around the 46-yard line. So Rubio will get credit for a 35-yard punt, but nonetheless, it is good field position for the Hornets.
Defense has got to do it again, guys. They cannot allow them to drive the ball down, because we need to keep this thing close. Because the way the offense is just not clicking in this second half.
And the concerns that we talked about, the playing to the level, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but when you're playing to the level of your competition, especially on the road, that team is going to find an opening and take advantage of it. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. Empty backfield for Snell. 5 wide set. Cougar show blitz. Snell drops back, throws the screen. That ball's going to be incomplete. Tried the jailbreak. Saxon McDaniel was the intended receiver.
Yeah, Lamarque saw that one coming. As soon as they saw that empty backfield, they had a suspicion of what was going on.
So 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line. 4:15 to go, third quarter. Cougs down 22-21 in the District 12 3A1 opener against the Hornets. 4 receiver set. Hanks in the backfield. Low snap for Snell. Drops back. Has pressure. Evades it. Looking. Steps up. Throws. That ball is going to be tipped in the air. Incomplete.
Good tip by.
Good tip. That was Saldana.
Saldana back there. Yep.
Saldana, a good tip. Just wasn't able to bring it down. Pass was intended for number 22, Chavera. Another big third down play for this Lamarque defense.
Yeah, the Hornets have pretty much said, or indicated now that they're not going to worry about the ground game at all. They haven't had success with it all night. So said if it ain't working, why?
Yeah, they have all but junked it. 4:06 to go, third quarter. Snell drops back, has pressure, throws, ball underneath. Ball's going to be caught well short of the first down. Tackle made by Jalen Bishop.
And I would think they might go for it, guys.
I would not be surprised if they did. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line, so it's a 4th and 5 coming up.
They look like they're bringing out the punting team.
Yep, they will punt.
But that's an opportunity to pin the Cougars deep, and that may be what they're thinking about. The last time Cougars were deep, they didn't do anything with it. So
White is back deep to receive the punch.
Be careful for a fake, though.
Smart, lined up, and a high, lofting punt. White will call fair catch, as the Cougars are going to be at their own 14-yard line.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 coming up with 3:16 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, we really need some positive momentum out of the Cougars offense now. And it's going to start out, I think it's going to have to start out with some coaching out here. There's going to have to be a little bit of a different play call, something, like you said earlier, that can get the fans excited, they can get the team motivated, and get the ball moving just a little bit.
Preston is back into the game after missing the first 2 drives the second half. He's in the backfield with Saldana. Man in motion, he'll toss it to Smith. Smith trying to turn a corner, evades one man, and can't get the second. That's going to end up being a loss of about 3.
Execution wasn't what you wanted to see, but I don't mind the play call. Like I said, it's something a little bit different, something make Hardin think about what Lamarque can do.
Yeah, but we got a loss. That's a problem.
Mark Chavera read the play perfectly. Number 20 is able to knife in there for the 3-yard loss. So 2nd down and 13. Pistol formation for Alanius. Play clock running down to 9 with 2:38 to go here in the quarter. Down to 5. It'll be a handoff to Saldana, and Saldana's got room. Saldana's going to bull over a tackle. Saldana's got room. 40, midfield, 45-40, 35-30. That's Preston inside the 20-yard line. You got the play you wanted. Perry Preston
we needed that.
Just woke up the crowd. Perry Preston is over 200 yards tonight, guys. Down, they will spot him
22-yard line.
The 22-yard line. So a gain of 57 by Perry Preston. Correction, 67. 1st and 10. Handoff is going to be to Saldana. Saldana launches in the end zone.
Walked it
Touchdown.
right on in.
That's the wake-up call you needed. And the Cougars storm right back. Hardin did it by air. The Cougars did it by ground.
Well, that's got to be at least 300 yards on the ground for Lamarque tonight, do you think?
They're well over 2, and they'll be approaching it.
And a whole bunch of it, plus 200, I'm sure, by Perry now.
Well, yeah.
Norvon Saldana with the 22-yard touchdown run to make it 27-22 with 1:54 to go in the third quarter. Cougs will go for 2. Flags are down. Well, it's an official stoppage. But like we mentioned, you needed that play to get the crowd going. You needed that play to give the offense.
Illegal substitution? On Hardin, yep.
So that moves it up about a couple yards, huh?
Yep, half the distance. So I'll move it to around it and just inside the 2-yard line. They're attempting the 2.
Yep.
Saldana and Preston in the backfield with Lanius. Split the slot. They'll just hand it off to Preston.
Don't think he got there, no.
Don't think he did. Fell just a bit short.
Tried to go airborne right there
flag.
at the last minute.
Action point attempt is no good. There's a flag on the play.
Let's see what that is going to be. Let's see what that call will be. Nonetheless, it looks like it's going to go against Lamarque. They'll figure it out. Doesn't look like it's going to give the Cougars another opportunity. 1:54 to go, third quarter. It is Lamarque now back up 27-22 over Hardin. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So the Cougars, backs against the wall, go 86 yards on 3 plays. A 67-yard run by Perry Preston set up the 22-yard touchdown run by Saldana. Back deep, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Tripped up and around the 45, even the 46-yard line.
Good run back.
Beausoleil with the return, and the Hornets are going to have great field position after a solid kickoff return. Rubio was the last line up the fence on that one, guys.
And stopped him, fortunately.
So every time the Cougars respond with a score, it seems like the Hornets put themselves in a position to reply back in kind. 1st and 10 at their own 46 with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. It was Ryan Snell in the offense. Will look to get back and try to erase a 5-point deficit.
I bet they throw the football.
I think they will. Their run game has been non-existent for most of the evening. High snap, Snell drops back, has pressure. Pump,
looking around.
Looking. Has his options cornered, and he's just going to throw that one away.
Smart move.
Yeah, smart move. 4 Cougars barreling in on him. And I'll tell you what, he had to hear the footsteps of Marlon Ford. Make no mistake.
He felt the footsteps of Marlon Ford. Holy cow, and he's coming after you.
Much better said.
The ground shakes.
Exactly. Make no mistake, Snell's a big guy, but when you compare him to Marlon Ford, that's a mismatch that Snell kind of realized he was not going to win.
Snell might have an inch or 2 on him height-wise, but Ford's got
Not,
about,
I don't know,
10 or 12 width-wise.
Yep.
What Snell did is just simply called self-preservation.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. High snap. Snell drops back. Has pressure. Looking. Evades one man. Is going to be stopped at around the 47-yard line. He may have got a yard on that play, but right now the Cougars are starting to apply pressure on him, and it seems like they're doing a better job of keeping him away from turning corners and making plays.
And that in the first quarter, they had good coverage, and that's going to be the key to it, guys.
Joel Sumlin was there on the stop.
Yep.
3rd down 9. Big one here for the Cougars. See if they can get the ball back. Cougars show blitz. High snap. Snell drops back looking. Goes downfield, and that ball is going to be incomplete.
No, sir, you're not going to get a call on that.
No. Parker wanted it, but great coverage by number 33, Christian Franklin. Also got a little bit of help in there as well from number 6, Jalen Walker. So the Cougs force a 3 and out.
We're putting Perry Preston in the backfield here, guys.
Preston is back along with White. Both are lined up around their own 20-yard line.
Big old Nick's number 65 for Lamarck, or 55, coming off, hobbling a little bit, guys.
Smart set the punt.
Malik Holmes.
And he will hit a high one that Preston will just fair catch smartly.
Wow, that's unusual for Preston.
Yeah, it is.
At the 16-yard line. So with 1 minute to go in the third quarter, it's the Cougars leading 27-22. They get the ball back and see if they can continue that momentum.
Well, if that offense starts leaning on that defense, they are going to start picking up yardage again in large chunks. But they got to do it. That's the key. They've been letting them knife into the backfield, cutting them gains down to where there's nothing.
Spotted officially at the 17-yard line.
Same formation we saw most of the first half.
Little snap handoff's going to be to Preston. Preston's going to spin off one defender. It'll take a couple more with him. Stopped at around the 24-yard line.
Good 8-yard run.
I was going to say, you keep picking. I don't like the look of that.
Yeah,
look out.
He's going to be slow to get up. He took a wing. He's taking some shots. Yeah, he's taking some shots.
Yeah.
He's clutching his ribs, and he will be taken off the field. That's going to move Kobe Gatson into a slot and will put Smith in the backfield. Yeah, he's in pain. He's in some serious pain right now. He's not sure what that is. We'll try to see if we can get some information on him, but he's hurting. 2nd down and around 4 after the run by Preston. And that was going to be to Smith. Smith spinning, churning, stopped it around the 22-yard line. Excuse me, past the 25 to around the 26.
Well, for a little water bug, he runs without fear.
Yeah, he does.
So he's getting close to a first down.
Come on, keep the drive going, guys.
3rd and 1. Third and 1 coming up. It's the final 4 seconds of the third quarter will come to an end.
Come on with the fours.
Time with the fours. It's district time. Those fours need to be up loud and proud. 3 quarters up the books are in. We go to the 4th. It's anyone's game, but it's Lamarque leading Hardin by a count up 27-22. Coug Sports Net will be right back. We'll be looking forward to it.
All right, we're back now here as Lamarque is facing a 3rd and 1 inside the 30-yard line. Got 2 backs in the backfield. We had.
Oh, yeah, there we go. That's impressive.
And they're still carrying the ball.
Hang on to the ball. Hang on to the ball.
And he's still trying to get forward.
Miles
Lanius took that ball himself right up the middle.
That's about 20-some yards, wasn't it?
Let's see. He was down at the 19. They finally spotted him where?
Spot him at the 42. He was at the 26, so he ended up getting 16 on that play,
Yeah,
guys.
16 on a quarterback sneak.
Neither one got much more than that.
That's a weapon.
Love it. Offensive line did what I liked them to.
Yep.
Yeah, they did.
Take command.
And pushed.
16-yard gain. That could be one of those defining moments tonight, guys.
I agree.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. We hand off to Preston, and Preston is going to move
He's
past
back
the 45. So around the 46.
Yeah, he just cramped it. He just cramped up around his
I
midsection.
don't know. He took a shot, though,
He
guys.
did.
Well, it's called a Charlie horse. That's a cramp. And there ain't nothing more painful than one of those abdominals cramp.
Second and 7 for Lamarque at their own 46-yard line. 10:53 and counting. Lonnie's shotgun, steps back, throws underneath. Ball is going to be caught. Looks like White with the reception. Should be close to a first down.
He's about a couple yards shy, I believe.
White has been a workhorse all year long on the receiving game for Lamarque, but now they got Kordell Stewart. I'd like to see him go to him, see if they couldn't maybe stretch this other side of the field. If nothing else, it'll free up White a bit more.
Pick up a 5 on that play. Makes it 3rd down and 2, a little less than a yard, a little more than a yard.
I don't know. Last time we were in this position, it was Lonius up the middle. What do you think, guys?
Why the heck not?
We got a timeout called.
Timeout called. That looks like it is going to be.
Are they going to measure?
Are you kidding me? Are they?
That's what it looks like. I didn't think they were in it. Well, from the spot of the ball, now I can see why they are.
They are.
Well, let's see. Bring out the chain gang, if you will.
That's it. I didn't think he got there, but once I saw where they were putting that ball down, maybe.
Wait to see what the determination is going to be on this one. 10 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Lamarque up 27-22. They were up 21-7 at one point.
See, I really do not like this type of
all the way across the field.
Yeah, because they'd already moved the ball to the middle of the field, and then they took it back. I'm not saying they couldn't get a right spot on it, but
man, that's football link, guys.
That much?
Yeah. Well, maybe not that much, but it's pretty doggone close.
So it's a 3rd down.
No, that's half the length of a football, the way he's grabbed that chain at the base of that pole. Well, that's a much better spot than I thought, guys.
3rd and very short. Just inside the 47-yard line. They need the 47 on the nose to get the first down.
Well, again, I think after the success of that last Lonius rush, I think I might be tempted to try this again.
The way this offensive line is starting to assert itself, why not?
And they do have the size over the Hornets as well, up the middle.
They're well over 200 yards rushing, actually approaching 300 on the ground tonight. This drive could possibly get them over 3. 3rd down and short. Lonius calls his number, has the first down, spins and got a little bit more. So Miles Lonius is going to get 4 on that play.
Offensive line blocked down, just creates a nice hole for him to go around.
What's that, 23 yards now on sneaks?
Quarterback sneaks.
Yes. He is a very key part to this drive. Ball at the 44-yard line, 9:55 to go here in the 4th quarter. See if they'll try to go up top.
No, I say keep grinding. Well, you're right on that, throwing them off guard. But it's still always streaking down the sideline. I say keep grinding it out and wear that defense down.
Preston it's all down in the backfield. There'll be a handoff to Preston, and Preston's going to cut back. Gets a block. 40, tries to turn the corner. Nice stiff arm, and it'll be down and around the 32-yard line. So Perry Preston with a gain of 12, moving the chains just a little more.
Nice blocking out there all the way over from his tackle position. That time was number 50. Is that Pedro Rubio was out there?
That
he was
was
the center.
Pedro Rubio, yes.
He covered some ground out there to get a good block as well.
He did.
Stop the clock, though.
Yep, it did. 9:25 to go.
Yeah, this game's not quite as quick as last week's.
No.
A lot more ground and pound, a lot more air attack on the part of Hardin.
2:29 and a little bit more for Perry Preston. That ball is going to be down inside the 30.
He's doing close to 230, isn't he?
He's at 229. He'll see a gain of 6, make it 235 for Perry Preston tonight. Nine minutes to go, and Perry Preston is putting on a whale of a performance tonight behind that offensive line. 2nd and 4, 26-yard line. So hand it up to Saldana. Saldana cuts back, grinds forward, past the 25 to around the 24. So he got about 2 on that play.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2. Probably a little bit further than you're likely to see for a sneak, but certainly within range of Perry Preston.
So 3rd down, a little more than a yard, probably a 3rd and 2. 8:18 to go. Cougars looking to extend a 5-point lead. Saldana and Preston in the backfield. And it'll be Lanius calling his own number.
Wow.
Lanius.
I think they may have went to the well one too many times, maybe.
Short, no gain. So 4th down.
Definitely a 4-down territory.
No question. No question this is 4-down territory.
It'd be a 39-yard field goal.
No, you are
it's
definitely
close to Rubio's range, but
he's on call a timeout.
Yeah, 7:36 and County's going to let the play clock wind down. 4th and inches. This was a lengthy drive by the Cougars. We'll see if they can cash this one in as soon as that timeout is official. Play clock down to 3, down to 2, 1. Jackson calls it. 7:19 to go, 4th quarter. It is Lamarque 27, Hardin 22. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4th and inches coming up for the Cougars. Ball is spotted at the 23-yard line. Perry Preston in the backfield at Miles Lanius. Preston now 19 carries, 233 yards, and a touchdown.
I see him get about 2 more right here.
Low snap, hands off to Preston, and they smelled it.
That man was untouched. That's number 40.
That is Hanks.
Yeah.
Don't understand why you don't have your quarterback under center on a 4th and inches. Man alive.
Well, I think the reason they didn't that time was because in 3rd and inches, he actually lost a little bit.
So on 4th and inches, the Cougars end up losing 3. 1st and 10 for Hardin. Got to shake that one off, Cougs.
Yeah, you do.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Low snap, they tried the trick play, and that's not going to work. Ball still bouncing. Hanks is going to be dragged down at around the 22-yard line.
No, 5-yard line.
I was about to say, a 22-yard loss. That is not going to do wonders for your yards per carry average, folks.
That was an interesting call.
Yeah, he was not ready for that snap.
Well, then it was,
and
even
it was
if
a
he
mile
was.
high, too. Yeah,
I was going to say, even if he was.
Tracy McGrady would have been fielding that one.
Hardin got way too cute on that one, and as a result, they're sitting on a 2nd down and 32.
Yeah, this is a situation where they might not want to be airing the ball out. Let's see.
Snell
they're
back
going to
throw.
anyway.
Ball is almost intercepted.
Woo!
Woo! It would have been drive home, and good night. Eddie Elam just inches away from walking in with a pick 6. You can see the reaction of the Lamarque coaches. They knew, so close. Elam's having a heck of a game filling in for Pete. And that would have been nice icing on that cake if he had been able to catch it.
Oh, if he'd have caught that ball, there was nothing there to stop him from
there
walking.
Was nothing in front of him. 3rd down and 32. Not sure what the Hornets have in their playbook for that one. Snell's just going to throw this one up top.
And that's going to be intercepted.
That's Perry. That's Preston. Preston inside the 30. Preston is down at the 22-yard line.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't. But Perry Preston.
No, that's number
not
6.
That's number 6. Oh, my fault.
That's
Jalen Walker.
That's the sheriff.
Jalen Walker with the interception.
And there wasn't a Hardin player anywhere within range of that football.
No. Boy, I tell you what, that trick play, what a game changer right there, guys.
Yes, they had momentum working in their favor, and they gave it right back. And the Cougars have the ball, oddly enough,
at the
23-yard line. So the Cougars get their 1st and 10 at the 23 after all. Handoff's going to be Saldana trying to turn the corner. Does to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. They'll go out of bounds. Great block by Kordell Stewart at the end, and they're going to call it with a late flag. Come on, you got to be kidding.
No, it wasn't a late hit. It was a block in the back.
Okay, so we'll see as to that's a spot foul. Stewart will be the one tagged with the penalty. Saldana went out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. So we'll see what the call is going to be. Flag was thrown at around the 9-yard line.
So is that a 10-yard penalty?
I'm not sure, sir.
Let's see what the call is going to be on that one.
So he's at the 10.
So he's at the 10, so he'll get credit for the first down, but they'll just push him back.
That's the way I thought it should work.
Yeah, Saldana will get credit for his 13-yard gain.
Holding. Oh, no, block in the back.
It's a block in the back. So this will take.
They signaled the other direction.
Yeah, they
did. There we go.
So it's a block in the back, takes him back to the 19-yard line. So it's a 10-yard penalty. Still 1st and 10, Lamarck.
Good run by Saldana.
So 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line for the Cougars. 6:03 to go here in the contest. Cougars looking to try to deliver a knockout blow against a feisty Hornets team. Preston and Saldana in the backfield. Lonnie is still waiting to snap. Gets it. Hands off. Preston. Preston's just going to move the pile. Gets inside the 20, close to the 15-yard line. They'll call him at the 16, so give him a gain of 3 on that play. So the Perry meter right now reads 21 carries for 233 yards.
Wow.
2nd down and 7 at the 16-yard line. Free play. Lonnie is back, steps up, throws. Looking in the end zone for Stewart, incomplete. Cougar fans want flags down.
Yeah, there should have been a flag down there as well.
But they'll get the encroachment in the 5 yards. So either way, the Cougars are going to get the ball moved forward. So it's going to be 2nd down and 2 for the Cougars. Ball spotted at the 11-yard line. 5:31 to go. As the Cougars smelling a potential finish. Lanius getting the call from Coach Mike Jackson and offense coordinator John Lanius. Saldana and Preston in the backfield. The shotgun set. Lanius calls his number, spins forward. He's going to be
real close.
Real close. Not sure as to how close he'll be.
It's going to be an interesting one, though, if he didn't make it, because a field goal from this position gives Lamarque an 8-point lead.
It would.
Yeah, but I'd say
I would not either. I would not take a risk. And again, another measurement. 5:26 to go.
I'm going to say he got it, guys.
I got a hunch that he got it too.
That last spin move
may
have actually got him.
Might have gotten it, yeah. See what the call is going to be as far as the sticks are concerned. And he is going to be rolled just a wee bit short. The thing is, you've got 2 cracks at it.
True.
Oh, do you? I thought, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's third down.
So it's 3rd and inches.
Never mind.
So you'll officially get 1 on the carry. 3rd down and 1 officially. Just needs to get the ball just past the 9-yard line to keep the chains moved, to actually make the chains drop and set up a 1st and goal situation. Hornets have all 3 of their timeouts. Would not be surprised if you see them try to sneak again. It's close. I think you're going to have a little fake there.
We'll see if Lanius goes up to that under center real quick.
He
Yeah,
will.
there he goes.
Calls his number, spins
He got
forward.
there. He got
Yep.
there.
Looks like he got it.
Number 7, Miles.
See what they are going to call, but it looks like from our vantage point that he got it. He didn't need much. But if he is short, it's going to bring an interesting situation. Nope, it's a 1st and goal.
There we go.
So we got a timeout, an official's timeout. You're going to measure this one again.
This will be 4th down if he doesn't get it, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So chain gang getting their work in tonight.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
See what we got. They are.
He got
Got
it.
First down.
1st and goal for the Cougars.
Man, that sure looked like he got more than that, guys.
It
It did to me, too.
He didn't need much. I thought he got a little more, but he got enough to move the chain. So at 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go, Cougars are in a 1st and goal situation.
Score here makes it a 2-score differential.
Yep. 2-score differential and puts you in a great start of district play. Lanius awaiting a snap. Low snap. Hands it to Saldana. Saldana is just going to pull his way inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're
Gain
going to
about
mark him down
4.
right at the 5.
Gain up 4 for Saldana. 4:43 and counting. As the Cougars are just going to lean on that line to wear down the Hornets. You can see the hands on hips from that front 7 up the Hornets, and that's just exhaustion starting to kick in.
Coach Jackson is in no hurry to get these calls in or get these
not at
plays
all.
off. Play clocks are
leisurely.
under 10.
But you want to get the job done. You want to get it in. Play clock in 3. Handoff Saldana. Turns the corner. Churning inside the 4, maybe the 3.
Yeah, he's going to be down right at the 3, I do believe.
So he will get about 2. So 3rd down and goal at the 3 with 3:56 and counting here in the 4th quarter.
About a yard.
3rd down and goal. They'll spot the ball at the 3-yard line.
3rd down and goal.
I would have to think, guys, as close as they are, this is 4-down territory.
Absolutely it is.
You're not going to leave anything to chance on a field goal attempt. 3rd and goal, Lanius waiting to snap, hands it off. Saldana spinning. Saldana, did he get in? Ball was fumbled,
loose.
but it's
And
picked
Lamar-
up.
Covered by Lamarck.
Touchdown!
Touchdown. There we go.
Touchdown, a fumble recovery in the end zone. Woo!
Boy, that was. Ooh. Who
Not
got
ex-
that?
Not
Number
exactly the way that play was drawn
I'm
up.
not sure who that was. I think that was Devin Smith.
number 22.
Devin Smith recovered it.
Not exactly the way we drew it up. Guys will take it.
But you'll gladly take it.
Boy,
No,
Saldana.
wait a minute. They say it is a touchdown. They're going for 2. They're
Yep.
trying to make it a 13-point game. Lanius, fade, end zone incomplete.
He had
In
it.
and out of the hands of Stewart. It was right there. 3:19 to go. It's Lamarque It looks like they're pulling away now. Still plenty of time left, but it is now Lamarque 33, Hardin 22. We are indeed Lamarque Cougars. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Big drive was 23 yards, but it was an adventure.
And that was almost 6-minute drive.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was a nice long drive in terms of time.
Devin Smith, the man on the spot, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
All right, Rubio, drive it back there now.
And Rubio's going to hammer it. It's going to be fielded at around the 15.
Cover it,
20,
cover
25, 30, down to around the 32-yard line. Return man on that one was Chris Parrish. So at 3 minutes, 13 seconds left, Hardin down 2 scores. They are got very little choice but to throw the ball.
Yeah, you're going to see Air Hardin out here.
Number 11, Chris Parrish returns the ball back to the
3:13 left. They do have 2 timeouts. Cougars have done a good job since allowing the touchdown that gave Hardin a 22-21 lead early in the third quarter. Snell in shotgun formation. 3 receivers set. He drops back, has pressure, steps up, throws one hopper.
That bounced. Yeah, that bounced.
Was looking in the direction of
We've got a
number
penalty.
4,
I think we may have a hold.
Looking for Lee.
There is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the call is going to be. It looks like it will be a hold. So 3 minutes, 7 seconds left. See what the call. Yep, it's a hold. So we'll take them back 10.
Repeat first.
Yes, first and 20. First and 20 now with 3:07 to go.
Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I would definitely have a one candidate for offensive player of this game.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be narrowed down to Perry Preston and, Perry Preston.
Yep.
First and 20 will be a dot play, and Hank, not much on that one. Not sure what they were trying to get on that one.
They were thinking that they're going to catch him up the middle.
And I'll be kind of honest with you guys. Defense, although there's been a lot of playmakers out there, there's still, in my mind, there's only one to give it to.
Mr. Ford.
Yes.
Mr. Ford.
Yep. All over the field, playing with a heavy heart.
That's a ton of emotion.
Yep.
And is leaving it out there on the field. 2:31 and counting.
One of his signature plays is when that one running back was coming up
right
the middle, and all of a sudden it just stopped.
No gain on that previous play. Second down and 20 for the Hornets. Snell drops back, and evades the rush. He's just going to throw that one away. He almost got a sack. He almost got him.
Marlon Ford almost made that play.
Well, there you go. That's it. There's our defensive player. Zooming in on the big man right now.
In case you have joined us later and not know, Marlon Ford's mother passed away suddenly earlier in the week. Question was whether or not he would play, and it was no doubt that that young man was going to play.
And play, did he?
Yeah, he has really stepped up. And probably one of the darkest moments of his life, he has shined. And that just shows the personality of this young man.
I'm going to start calling him Pink Floyd.
Third down, they'll try to hand off, and that's not going to get much of anything.
Wow, interesting call, guys.
Yeah.
Interesting call.
Not sure what they were thinking on that one.
And Ford was still the man in the backfield.
Yes. Not much on that play.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Ford.
3rd and 20 on that play, and they ended up getting about maybe a couple of yards out of it. Got it to the 26, so they ended up getting 4. So 4th down and 16. They're just going to let this clock run down. A bit surprising.
Are you kidding me?
Kind of.
Are
they're
you kidding me?
They're going to call timeout, but that's wasting that much time. Why would you do that?
Why would you call timeout with it?
Yeah. You know that you need to get the that's just some shady clock management. Not my fault nor my problem.
No.
It's the Cougars up 33-22. We'll take the break. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Not sure why they waited all that long. to call the timeout. They'll have one left, and they're actually punting.
That's almost conceding defeat.
That is.
There. That's unless they're going to want to try to trick.
No, if you're in punt formation, does not really
but still you save
leave
the time.
a lot for imagination. This is odd, guys.
I don't know. He's also there. Okay, he is kicking.
This is odd.
I mean, Lamarque did not even put anybody back.
Ball's just going to dot down at the.
That's been some strange play calling this last series for them, guys.
Line. Man
I mean,
alive.
2 running plays.
Yeah.
And then wait to call a timeout when you got almost 1 second on the play clock. You could have called it 12 seconds earlier. And then you come out and punt. I mean,
it's still a two-score game.
Yeah, well, I know, but
it's still a two-score game. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
You would think that
I mean,
at the very least you go down swinging.
That's right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Give it your best shot.
Yeah.
Now, this is just going to basically be well, how many timeouts do they have?
They have one timeout.
Yeah, one left.
Timeout. Well,
So
this is all gone. This is going to be victory
yeah.
formation here, guys.
You figure you'll get one play to eat the clock and just
Yeah.
go down there, because at this point I would suspect that they probably would not make much of an effort towards using that final timeout.
This was an interesting offensive series for on Hardin.
Very.
Interesting in a way that worked out well for us.
Yep.
Well,
and
true.
it's going to be to Preston, and Preston's going to probe the defense. He'll get the ball to around the 38-yard line.
Barry Preston. Injured player on the field.
Man down for the Cougars. We'll go ahead and take the break. 1 minute to go. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Perry Preston, and what will probably be his last carry up tonight, was going to finish with 23 carries, 234 yards, and 1 touchdown.
What a night, huh?
Game. Outstanding game by that young man.
He is in the backfield with number 9.
Under a minute to
Norman
play.
Saldana. See, they'll just take Lonius to a knee.
Nope.
They'll hand the ball off to Saldana, and Saldana's going to pad his stats, and he almost did a heck of a lot more padding. To midfield.
So he's close to 100, maybe?
He
And
might
we've got
be,
another
and we've
man.
got another man down. Oh, we'll go ahead and take the break here. We'll finally get out of here at some point. Coug Sports Net will be right back.
Yeah.
Norman Saldana is just 3 yards shy of a 100-yard game, guys. 13 carries, 97 yards on the night.
So Lamarque well over 300-something yards on the ground.
Well over 300 on the ground.
Now what do we got?
We have a timeout now.
Yep, not sure.
Hornets called their last timeout.
Why?
We're not sure why. We'll take the break again. Coug Sports Net will be right back.
Why?
All right, 47 seconds left. Hornets used their last timeout.
I mean, there should be 2 kneel downs here because you got 47-second, 25-second play clock.
At this point, no real need to try to run a play and get anyone in.
That's the kneel down time, guys.
Answer your phone.
47 seconds left. Saldana and Preston in the backfield. Smith in the slot, and it'll be a kneel down.
There we go.
2-1.
So,
Oh, that was kind of a cheap shot
so
there.
that was. Oh man. Yeah, and he's struggling to get up. Yeah, and number 33 is really full of himself, and the officials would be wise. 32. The officials would be wise to keep him far away. 23 seconds
I think
left.
they're taking him off the field. Yeah.
They're right now lining up, to just get the teams together. Yeah, that was just uncalled for.
That was a cheap shot.
That was.
I hate to say it.
It was. That was a cheap shot.
Plain
There's
and
no way of
simple.
spinning that one. It's dirty. It's classless. You'd have to hope that if the coaches see the film, they'll do something to that young man. But nonetheless, he can't change the final score.
Nope.
Lamarque struggled a little bit, but they made the plays when they needed to. Big night for Perry Preston on offense, and a big night by an emotional Marlon Ford as the Cougars open district play with a 33-22 win over Hardin. Guys, final thoughts.
Final thoughts are real easy. Lamarque, again, played down to the level of their competition. They were able to pull it out. It's not something they're going to be able to count on doing every single week, and it's something the coaches are going to have to stress.
Well, if they would have cut out the penalties and you had one big play there in the first quarter, the fumble at the 1-yard line, otherwise I think this would have been a much higher score than what it is here. Lamarque, it's clearly that there were better athletes and also a better organization as far as, all the skill players. But you mentioned it, playing down to the competition. They kind of sleptwalk in the beginning of the second half, so they're going to have to start notching it up each week. You got to play 4 full quarters of football to become a champion.
That's it exactly.
No question. Cougars will be back home next week. We'll be there with them as it is going to be homecoming for the Cougars. Final score here out in Hardin is Lamarque 33, Hardin 22. For Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., the fans that helped liven this game up as we were in the stands tonight, we appreciate you as well. We'll see you next Friday, and at the end of the night, it's all about one thing. Cougars take state. Good night, everybody.